It is that time for my response to a tweet. And today's tweet says, if all you have is to dig up Trump's past, it shows you're desperate to stop a great future. If all you have is to dig up Trump's past, it shows you're desperate to stop a great future. Wow. I tell you, boys, Trump supporters never cease to amaze me. And the sad thing is I don't know if you're a Hillary supporter or a Trump supporter, because you guys are both the same. You're the twin New Yorkers. I mean, it's just amazing. Lifelong Democrat, registers as a Republican, and now all of a sudden, he's not a Democrat anymore, and he's not a liberal. In every position he flips, he ends up landing on a liberal. Starts out conservative, flips, lands on liberal. Every single one. But we're supposed to trust him with the Supreme Court too. Yeah. But anyway, here's my response. You talk about digging up Trump's past. See, let me tell you guys something. This is where lack of transparency and the stupidity of the American voter crash. This is how it comes to a pass. And when it crashes, what flies out of the front windshield is something that you didn't know was in the back seat. The emotions of the American voter. See, because of lack of transparency, and because you're stupid, and then now you add your emotions to it, now you protect both of these things. You need things to be transparent, and you need to be smart. But lack of transparency and stupidity mixed with emotions means you'll protect the stupidity like you're smart, and you'll be cool with lack of transparency because you're emotional. But now here's the deal. Lack of transparency. See, when I have something in my past and I'm going to do something that's going to put me in the spotlight, it's probably best for me to be transparent and be honest. Since we've all had a past, there is something about us that will understand that. But you wouldn't let someone babysit your children or watch your elderly parents without knowing something about their past. We call them background checks. You want to check a person's background before you hand them over your loved ones. Before you hand them over your social security card, before you hand them over your bank information, you want to know something about them. You want to know if this individual asking for this information is going to do something inappropriate. You want to know this. See, all the background that we know on Donald Trump is what? He's a celebrity, he's a so-called billionaire, but there's people in politics that knows he was a lifelong Democrat. And now he's trying to convince us he's a Republican. There's people that know things about Donald Trump's past, about, porno and things like this, that we want to check our background. Since he won't be transparent, somebody's digging. But now here's the part that makes you really stupid. Because politics is based on what? You did this, you voted this way, you did this. It's based on past things. You're running for an office, you talk about a person's voting record. That means you go into their past and you bring this thing forward and you try to make stick that what they did in the past is what they'll do in the future. You should not vote for them. This is how politics works. Guess what? If you're competing for a job in management at your business, at a person's business, you're going to try to say, they did this in the past, they'll do it in the future, you should not want to hire them. Your past is important. Now, what is happening is this. We have brought the office of the presidency down to, you said it, you did it. You said it, you did it. This is now what is the prerequisite to be the president of the United States. And you are so emotional that you'll protect lack of transparency and say that was dirty, that you brought up something in his past. But then you're so stupid and understand this is why I'm so on Donald Trump versus Hillary. Because Hillary can't redefine the right side of America like Donald Trump can. So the right side of America is supporting Trump and saying that's dirty what they did about his past. You are so stupid and emotional that you don't even want transparency. You just want what it is that you feel that you want, and Donald Trump knows this. And this is how he has spoken to you for the last year and a half. Because of lack of transparency, see, Donald Trump doesn't want us to see his tax returns. So we got to find something. Donald Trump doesn't want you to hear these tapes. But we got to hear something. Why? Because we don't know you politically. All we know of you politically is that you support liberals. All we know of you politically is that you support Hillary Clinton. All we know politically is that you support Planned Parenthood. All we know politically is that you support liberalism. That's all we know. You're trying to convince us you're a Republican. You're trying to convince us you'll put conservative people on the Supreme Court. You're trying to convince us for something that you've never supported politically. But lack of transparency, I'm not stupid and I'm not emotional. So when we go into your background and we find that this is how you talk to women, that's not unfair. And Donald, you opened the door to go into your past. Why? Your campaign slogan says what? Make America great again. That means that you want to take us back into the past to where your understanding of what America great again is. But you don't want to be transparent on what that means to you. So is Make America Great Again to how you felt in 2005? I'm rich, I'm popular, I can just come up to people and kiss them without marry people or whatever, without any permission because I'm rich and I'm a rock star? That's what I can do? I can grab them by their genitals? I can do these things? Is that what a great America was? Because guess what, Donald? As a man that all you and your little suck-ups want to make everybody understand, as a man, that sounds like a great America, man. I can just come up to anybody and kiss them, and I can grab them by their genitals, and there's no consequences or repercussion. That sounds like a great America to me. Is that the great America you're talking about? What is another great America, Donald? I don't know. See, because you're not transparent. And then you won't allow all your little butt kissers to dig into your past, to do a background and understand what are you connecting to? What are you asking the American people? What are you asking conservatives, Christians? What are you asking us to connect to? People are jumping ship because they're going, whoa, I didn't know that was in his past. That's what you want me to connect to? Hold on a second, I got principles. I don't know about that. I got daughters. I don't want to connect to that. Oh, it was 11 years ago, but guess what? Because of you not understanding what's happening, there was twinges and symptoms of what Donald Trump did 11 years ago, what he's doing right now on the debate stages. Is he dogging Carly Fiorina because she's not pretty enough to walk up and kiss her, or she's not tripping on his popularity? Is that why he's dogging Carly Fiorina? I don't know. This just happened last year. And now people are going like this. Oh, wait a second. Even you sellout Republicans that push this dude on us, that's jumping ship now, acting like you got just wronged. People like me have been telling you that this dude is like this. But you're going like this. Whoa. I didn't sign up for no coochie pulling. I didn't sign up for that. Whoa. I got to run for re-election. Now you jumping ship after you done pushed this dude on us. After you done dogged our delegates out. And now you go, whoa. No, because you don't listen to the American people. I'm not saying I'm smart and Nostradamus, but I've been telling you about this orange dude from the beginning. Oh, but I'm not popular enough, so I can't just come up and kiss you on your ear. I can't put this in your ear. I'm not popular enough. And then another point too. Rudy Giuliani, Herman Cain, and Newt Gingrich. These people have women issues. Giuliani cheating on his wife, cross-dressing and all kinds of stuff. Herman Cain cheating on his wife. This is how they kicked his butt out. This is how they got him to quit on the American people. perversion. Newt Gingrich, same thing. And now you're coming to these guys and listening to them tell you about a pervert? How stupid can you be? How emotional can you be to where you don't even want to know those facts? That's like letting an axe murderer tell you about another guy that has axe murdering in his past. He's okay with an axe. Oh, there's nothing to fear. That was 11 years ago he had an axe. And then you're letting axe murderers talk you into promoting or voting for an axe murderer that had axes in his past. And he's showing twinges of knives and other cutting material now in the present. Background checks are important. And if he doesn't want to tell you his background, and then somebody goes and digs it up and finds it out, don't be stupid emotional to where you don't want that transparency. Because the part that's so freaking ironic is this dude is going back and he's trying to win the presidency off of what? Bringing up Hillary Clinton's past. He's bringing up the ghost of Christmas past, putting it on the debate stage prior to the debate in a pre-debate television conference. He's bringing up the old past, trying to tell you that you don't need to elect her. But you can't bring up my past and use that not to elect me. You talk about lack of transparency and the stupidity of the American voter. Anybody defending Trump or Hillary with a past like they have, your emotions is making you not even want the transparency. And you're going to paint this thing and form it in any way that's going to make you feel good. Because here's the sad fact. Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton's relationship is not strained based on what you think you're seeing right now in the present. Because their past is rock solid tight and they have an agenda. And lack of transparency and the stupidity of the American voter mixed with the emotions of liberalism run amok for the last 8 years has the office of the presidency diminished down to who said this and who did this, and it's just stupid stuff. Neither one of them should have the nuclear codes. Neither one of them should have the Justice Department. Neither one of them should have our men and women in service. Neither one of them should be in charge of them stopping the chop up babies in these abortion clinics. Neither one of them should have the black community. Neither one of them should have the Hispanic community. Neither one of them should have the uplifting of our women. Neither one of them should. And if you did a thorough background check and vetted them like you want these Syrian refugees vetted, you will see that they have been treating you like some punks. And we're giving our country away, and we're even prepared to do it in Jesus' name. And say that God blessed us with one of these two ridiculous people. You got people like Tom Hoefling, Castle, McMillan. You got other options. And if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. The past is important. The past is important. That's why we do background checks. Hey, I'm Phil Williams. That's my response to a tweet on the Phil Williams Show.